Hi, it's Mitch. We're going to go over filling out the new timesheets. A little different than what you're used to. Hopefully it's a little quicker. Hopefully it's a little easier. Um, Main thing is the reporting that we're going to be doing on these is the big thing. So just remember, really keep track of where you're going, what you're doing in your Outlook calendars. And then just all you're doing is taking that information for a 2-week period and putting it onto your timesheet. So every second Friday, for example, fill this out with your previous 2 weeks information. So Mitch Baird for name, email pdc@soadi.ca, start date. So this is for I'm going to be filling in the first 2 weeks of January, so January 1st of 2012, and the end date of the 14th. So that's the first 2 weeks of January. Now, first 2 weeks of January, we're off for the first week. So in that 2-week period, I only worked 40 hours. Did I use any loo time? No. Loo time accumulated. I didn't do any extra hours, but some of you may have, if you've worked a 44-hour week, you will have accumulated 44 hours, and you get 4 hours loo, right? But I didn't have any, so that'll be a big 0 for me. Sick hours used. Luckily, I was very healthy. I didn't use any, but if you were off for 3 or 4 hours, you'd put 3 or 4 in there. If you were off for 8 hours, you'd put 8 hours in there. So how many hours you were sick for in that particular period, you'll fill that out. Sick hours accumulated. Now, Marie can confirm this, but she was mentioning me today. For every month, it's 10 hours. So, for example, in a 2-week period, you'll have accumulated 5 sick hours. Okay. Vacation days taken. Now, we were off for the first week of January because of Christmas time, so I took 5 vacation days at that particular time. Monday to Friday, I took those vacation days. Now, office hours. How often were you in the office during that 40 hours? So you're 40 right here. Let's say you were in the office for 30 of those. Let's say I was out in the community for 5 of those, and let's say I traveled for 5 of those. And then at the bottom here where it says notes and particulars, if you wanted to say something like was off for Christmas, vacation from, let's say for the first week of January. Alright. So you'll double check it. Mitch, 1st to the 14th, 40 hours. Got all my hours here. Now you'll see it pops up here when I hover over exactly what you're supposed to fill in for each of those. Okay. Hit submit. Great, thanks for filling out my form. Now this is what you're going to get sent to your email. You'll see a timesheet entry with all that information. And then I will also be emailing you guys, I'm just going to go back over here, a link to a report where it will show your information. So this report is going to show you guys how many hours you've worked, how many office hours you've worked, how many sick hours you've used, how many vacation days you've taken, how many sick hours you've accumulated, how many loo time you've used, how much loo time you've accumulated, travel hours, office hours, community hours. And it'll break it down at the bottom here into 2-week segments. Okay? So you guys will be getting a copy of each of your individual reports, so you'll be able to track how many hours you've worked, how much loo hours you've used, how much you've accumulated, that type of thing. So you'll be able to keep track just by viewing a report online to your particular timesheet. Okay, so all you got to do is just keep keep track in your Outlook calendars of these hours, transport them into the form like you see here, and I'll send you the link to your personal report. But that's all you got to do. Real simple. Have any questions, call me or Marie. Talk to you guys later.